Howdy, it's Jim Murado, and this is very early April 2025, and we just exited off the main road, and we are heading to Winslow, Arizona. And if you're a fan of classic rock, if you're a fan of the Eagles, this is a pilgrimage you have to take at some point in your life. It's been on my list for quite a while. I love Arizona. I love the Eagles. This was kind of a must to do on this trip. So I'll make this quick. This is just going to be about a 10-minute video. We're going to drive through town, and we're going to go stand on the corner in Winslow, Arizona, just like the song "Take It Easy" says to do, and take a few pictures. Then we'll head back out of town. And yeah, there's kind of a welcome to Winslow monument there, Route 66. What a great trip to be taken. I've been an Eagles fan forever. Probably more of a Don Henley solo fan. I think I've mentioned that in other videos. I think the first record album I bought was Building the Perfect Beast. Probably the second or third CD I bought was The End of the Innocents. And just loved his solo stuff. In fact, I was a little disappointed when the Eagles got back together, just because I like his solo stuff so much more. Love the Eagles too, though, and when they did that first reunion tour back in '94, me and a buddy, we bought tickets. There were two shows in Indianapolis, and we bought tickets to both shows. We went up there and had a good time. I will say I was disappointed because both shows were, man, note for note, move for move, exactly the same. Some kind of goofing off between Joe Walsh and Don Henley, and I thought it was spontaneous. They did the exact same thing the second night, but it was still great. It was still great seeing the songs, or hearing the songs, and seeing the Eagles back together. One of the first concerts I ever went to was Don Henley's solo in Nashville. Sometime in the 90s, early 90s, I guess. Susanna Hoffs of the Bengals opened up. Great show. Starwood Amphitheater down there in Nashville. What a great venue that's no longer there. But I've always loved the Eagles. And of course they wrote Take It Easy. Glenn Frey, I believe, came in and wrote the music to some Jackson Browne lyrics. I think that's approximately how it happened. And they came up with Take It Easy. And I've always heard Jackson Browne has a home somewhere near these parts, so he's very familiar with Arizona, and I'm sure he was familiar with Winslow. Also got to see Jackson Browne back in the 90s, also at Starwood Amphitheater. John Hyatt opened up for him, and that was a great show. Probably Don Henley, Jackson Browne, two of my all-time favorites. What about you? I love all of their stuff. The Pretender, one of my all-time favorite albums. I could go on and on. Oh, I got to see Bernie Leadon do a solo show up in Cleveland years ago at a small club. Very nice guy. After the show was over, he said he'd come out and sign autographs, do photos, whatever. I probably had 10 CD covers from his various projects. Flying Burrito Brothers, Eagles. He signed everything for me, and he's one of the few celebrities that I've ever met that I was so nervous I was having trouble making words. My wife had to basically interpret what I was saying for me. It was very sweet of her. Great guy, though, very friendly. He signed every single CD cover I put in front of him, including, there was at least one bootleg in there, and he asked about it, but he still signed it. I really, really love Bernie. Anyway, so yeah, here we are in Winslow, Arizona. If you're going there, just take the exit, fish around. You're gonna find the standing on the corner statue. There it is. We parked, and I walked over to it. I was very excited. The original statue right there. They say he kind of looks like Jackson Browne, and then they have since also added a Glenn Frey statue. And of course, there's the flatbed Ford. Saw a few of those around town. And this is just a cool way for Winslow to cash in on the song that name checks them, which they should do. That's they would be stupid if they didn't. But yeah, just a cool statue, cool monument, cool photo op, and of course, right on two of the other corners were gift shops devoted to the Eagles. They were both playing Eagles music. I heard In the City, Desperado, and being that I'm Jimerado, Desperado is one of my all-time favorite songs. And yeah, so that was just a lot of fun. I tried to. Oh yeah, there's kind of a nice view of both of the statues, and then the kind of painting there behind them. Yeah, that's what you're going there for. You're going there to look at that, and yeah, just kind of a nice view right there. Yeah, like I said, there's two gift shops right across from the statue. You could throw a baseball and hit either of them. I liked both of these gift shops. They were both playing Eagles music, and there were very nice ladies running each of them. This one, we went into this one first. Very sweet lady running the place. She asked where we were from, asked about our road trip. Just very nice. Enjoyed talking to her. I spent way more money in there than I intended to. And then there was another gift shop across the street, and I also spent more money there than I meant to. I told myself I would not buy a single t-shirt in Winslow, Arizona. I kept that promise. I bought 3. So yeah, both gift shops had cool shirts, guitar picks, poker chips, yeah, whatever you would want Eagles in Winslow, Arizona related. They were top dollar. There was not a sales rack, and I would not expect that. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff I had to have as an Eagles fan going way back. So yeah, also some other unrelated art around town, basically right down the block from the Standing on the Corner monument. And I'm sure there's some other stuff in Winslow, but to be honest, I didn't care. I mean, I went to Winslow to check out the Standing on the Corner monument. So we did that. Now we're driving away. Obviously a cute little museum there. Might have to check that out on another day. I did ask one of the ladies in the second gift shop we went into if she liked listening to the Eagles, and she admitted to me that she did not listen to them outside of work, but they were very pleasant and easy to listen to while she worked. And that makes sense to me. I asked the lady at the first gift shop if any of the Eagles had been through town that she knew of. She said she did not think they had been as far as she knew, but she did say Jackson Browne had stopped by a couple of years earlier, someone had told her. So, and of course, while we were there, there was one or two other couples kind of came around. I'm sure some of the Eagles could have stopped by incognito to check things out. It wouldn't have been that difficult, to be honest. But yeah, just a cool thing to do. Love Arizona. I totally get the appeal of it. It does have that kind of desert feel. Lots of places you go to in Arizona, you feel like you're in an Eagles song anyway. So yeah, Winslow, Arizona. Had to stop by, had to check it out. Anyway, I'd love to hear from some other people who have stopped by Winslow, Arizona, and hear what they thought of the gift shops. And just to be honest, I told myself I could spend $50. I ended up spending a couple hundred, and I don't regret it. But yeah, it was definitely something to do. And of course, a lot of Arizona kind of has that red, earthy tone to it. Very pretty. The sky's always beautiful too. Anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know if you've been to Winslow. If you're a big Eagles fan like me, drop me a line. And thanks for watching.